This is a vapor barrier that they've put underneath the house. All the seams have to be lapped by 6 inches, and it has to be 6 mil thick. Now this is black, which is a big plus, because the little bit of daylight that does get under here is not going to get through this and promote the growth of vegetation through this soil underneath. There's a difference between a vapor barrier and a belly board. This belly board on this hard home is here to keep the insulation in, to protect it as it goes down the road. It's also a bit of a rodent barrier, and it's made out of a weave. And if you look at it wherever it's been torn, it's a bit of a weave, and it'll actually allows water vapor to go through this. Now, this is not the same as the material that you make your vapor barrier on the ground out of. It is a solid 6 mil plastic, polyethylene, and this won't allow anything to get through it. So, this is not a vapor barrier, and this is the stuff that's on the bottom of the home. So it will hold water, but it won't hold water as a gas. That's the water vapor that will get inside the home as humidity and just rot it in a couple of years. If we took this and put it up underneath the bottom of the home, it would rot out. Because, as you very well know, you have to remove every bit of the plastic off this house when you're putting it together. If you leave any of it on the end walls or in between the walls, you're going to rot the wood. It'll get wet and never dry out underneath of it, and it'll rot that wall out very quickly, within a year. You remember when we first started to set this home that everything around here was as dry as talcum powder. I mean, you couldn't walk around here without raising up a bunch of dust. And the gravel in the basement of this home here was just as dry as everything on the outside. So you might be thinking, why in the world would you have to put a vapor barrier down on a place that's got no water in it? Well, it does have water in it. We put this plastic down, just like it says in the Hart Manual, and if you look on this plastic, I'll roll some of it back here, this gravel has become a little bit damp. And if you wipe your hands on the plastic, you can see it's got water on it. Now, this water is coming from out of the ground. It's the water that's not being allowed to evaporate. So this plastic is trapping all this water right against the bottom. And it's a good thing we've got this plastic here, because if it wasn't here, all this water would be working its way right up through the floor of this house and eventually start to affect the wood and the drywall in the house. It'd mess it up. This plastic is real important stuff. Seams have to be lapped by 6 inches, and it's got to cover the entire area underneath the house.